It's the greatest feeling in the world that no one can ever take it away from us. Right here, right now. Where? When nobody else believed in us, you guys did, and we're going to the Super Bowl.
All right, what a night is finally here. Super Bowl Sunday's kicking into high gear. Lombardi's arrived. Come on, get up and cheer. NFL's best are here to play. For every fan, there's just one thing left to say. We've been waiting all day for a Super Bowl fight. Lay it on the line just to get through the night. Running and hitting with all their might. Yeah, everyone's ready for the big game tonight.
Snap, ball down, and the Bears are going to the Dream Bowl 2.
That pretty much could put the nail in the coffin right there. Raiders going to the Dream Bowl once again.
Super Bowl Sunday on NBC. Al and John are the best on TV. The whole world's ready. Kick that ball off the tee. 'Cause the Super Bowl runs on NBC.
Indianapolis, Indiana is the site. The Chicago Bears and the Oakland Raiders, the top teams of each conference, battle it out in the Dome. It's the rematch between the Bears and the Raiders. Nick Rice and Phil Nunziata will be set for the Bears and the Raiders. It's all next on the NFL on NBC. This presentation of the Dream Bowl is brought to you by the DSFL2 Facebook page. Log on to facebook.com/group/Dream Season Football for more information. Madden NFL 12 presented by EA Sports. It's in the game. And Vegas Pro 9.0, the editing software of today's presentation. The Oakland Raiders getting set to kick off. It is the Bears and the Raiders here in Indianapolis, Indiana. The winner of today's effort is granted the title of the greatest franchise of all time. Flashbulbs popping here in Indianapolis. Kickoff is sent deep to the electric return man. That is Gale Sayers, 5 yards deep in his own end zone. He won't even take a chance. It's out to the 20, and Sid Luckman trots onto the field. Throughout the regular season, 18 TDs to 16 picks. That has been the story. An up-and-down effort for Luckman, who has had a great postseason and takes his top-flight Bears offense out to the field as well, led by number 34, running back Walter Payton.
Well, here we are 1 year later, the same two teams in America's biggest game. Bears and Raiders, I can't wait. I'm excited for this one.
1st and 10 from the 20, handoff up the middle to Walter Payton, a spin move, and taken down after a 1-yard carry. Now, the Dream Bowl 1 was just as exciting as we expect this Dream Bowl 2 to be. It was the Raiders and the Bears. We have a rematch here today, and Walter Payton kick-started things for the Bears. It was a 10-6 score, but midway through the third, things would start to change for the Oakland Raiders side. A pick six by Atkinson and then a 15-yard dump-off to Mark Van Eegen changed things for the Raiders. They eventually won it by a touchdown mark, a 20-13 final. Phil, what do you expect this time out now that the Raiders and the Bears, for the similar storylines, are back here today?
Well, as it's always said, defense wins championships, and it was proved last year. Oakland's defense coming up with 5 turnovers total, and let's see what their offense brings against that same defense 1 year later.
Walter Payton, good for the first down on the entire afternoon. Walter Payton should be a key and the workload for the Chicago team. They have run the ball early and often, the Bears have all year, and we should expect more offensively in the ground game. The big issue throughout the entire Dream Bowl 1 was the turnovers. They should limit those with a ground and pound rushing attack. There's Johnny Morris, an efficient pass and an efficient first down. Johnny Morris for 12 yards, move those chains. It's a first down for Luckman and the Bears offense.
Yeah, that's definitely a good way to start the game there. Luckman, is a quick pass to his receiver. First down on a curl route, one of the most basic routes in football. Picking up a first down, always a great way to start with a connection to Morris.
And Johnny Morris has been the top receiver for the Chicago Bears. He had 60 receptions on the entire regular season, 828 yards and 7 TDs. Very impressive effort throughout the regular season. Here's Walter Payton for yet another gash on the ground. 6 yards and near a first down.
As you see, a big part of the Chicago Bears offense, is the running game with Walter Payton and even Gale Sayers at some point. And it's good to see first play for them. He's going to pick up close to a first down. As you see, he can make people miss spin moves, throwing guys off him. Walter Payton can do it all, and they just might let him.
For Chicago, it has been a run-first team, not to mention top 5 in that category. 2nd and 4, Luckman looking, back to throw. Luckman has a clean pocket, throws underneath, and it's picked off. That one, Mike Haynes going the other way across midfield and thrown to the turf after a 14-yard return. First interception goes the Raiders' way, and terrific field position for Stabler and the offense.
Well, as I said, defense wins championships, and it looks like this Raiders defense is out to win themselves one. A big interception on the first drive of the game. Mike Haynes coming up with a big play. Would see what Ken Stabler and this Raiders offense has in store.
For Oakland, you would hope for a touchdown with such terrific field position. A first down and 10. Man in motion, that's Dave Casper back to throw. Has time, heaves over the middle, and he finds his man for a first down. An 11-yard pickup to Todd Christensen. And boy, biting your fingers on that one. A dangerous throw over the middle. Almost intercepted, but that one good for a first down.
Well, that's why you love tight ends. They go places where wide receivers hate to go, which is across the middle. As you see, he pays for it with a big hit, but that's why you're a tough tight end and you hang on to the ball even when you go across the middle.
In the Dream Season 1, Dave Casper, believe it or not, was the starting tight end, and he was a huge asset to this Raiders team. And in the DSFL 2, not even the starter. That is Todd Christensen. Here's Biletnikoff, another DSFL 1 nominee, again in this Raiders starting offense. First down and 10 following a 13-yard pickup through the air. Bears defensively on their heels on this initial drive.
The former Florida State Seminole, Fred Biletnikoff, some of the best hands in all of football, and he shows them off there as he hauls it in and hangs on for a first down. Raiders at the 20.
Do you consider Stickum to be part of great hands? Is that Fred Biletnikoff showing his Stickum there. First and 10, man in motion, that's Tim Brown. Back to throw, Stabler, another clean pocket, and he heaves over the middle, but that one to an unintending Tim Brown, not even looking back at the football there. Bears defensively knuckling down on that play, and it all starts with number 50, Mike Singletary, another guy back in the DSFL 1 making plays, yet for this Bears team, yet again on defense.
It looks like he could have used some Stickum there. The argument I do have with that is, they might have used Stickum back in the day, but with these high-tech gloves that players nowadays have, to me it's just about even.
And you would, on second down and 10, the Bears expecting that play. That one a loss of yardage, and defensively was also the key in week 12 of the DSFL 2 as the Bears and Raiders matched off in Oakland. Walter Payton had the first touchdown of the game, and he would secure the lead there. The Bears would never relinquish that lead. Meanwhile, Marcus Allen for the only points of the Oakland Raiders day. That one a touchdown and a 13-7 finish. As offensively for Oakland, just 1 yard short. Very disheartening effort. And now on a third down and 12, they have to face a similar scenario. The Raiders offensively, their worst production of the season as well in that matchup. 3rd and 12. The sack they called a fumble. It's picked up by Bo Jackson, and he's taken down, but not after a 9-yard loss. The Raiders have to face a 4th down and 23. A huge setback and a big-time loss of field position there.
And Ken Stabler gets rocked from behind, loses the football. That's not the way Bo Jackson wants to touch the football, but lucky for him, he does recover that. But that could have been 6 points the other way for Chicago. Ken Stabler taking a big hit there as he coughs up the football.
Gary Fensick just taking a beeline to the quarterback. Non-intending Stabler has to trot off to the sideline. Lucky to get that ball back. Janikowski a 50-yard try, and that one has the distance and is true. From 50 yards away, the Oakland Raiders connect on a field goal, and Janikowski gives the Raiders a lead that all started with a Mike Haynes turnover. At 2:18 remaining in the first quarter, the Raiders lead it. It's 3-0 in Lucas Oil Stadium. First half action back on the NFL on NBC. The Raiders offensively bogging down after starting off so hot. What concerns you, Phil, with that really lackluster effort to start off a terrific first quarter drive?
Well, after the interception there, you see the almost fumble. They went from almost poised to score a touchdown to very happy that they at least walked away with a field goal. Many shifts of momentum there in that one drive.
Many shifts in that one play as well. Gary Fensick scot-free to the quarterback, and that leads to a field goal game. Gale Sayers will take a knee, and Sid Luckman will take the ball at the 20-yard line. Offensively for the Bears, they would hope to get things going and appear in America's game, the story of the DSFL 2 World Champions. It will feature a lot of DSFL films of the world champion here today, and we have plenty of time remaining. Walter Payton starting off the Bears' second drive of the game with an 8-yard carry, 4 straight rushes in the first quarter, and it has not been a secret. The Bears want to run the football and have had some success against this Raiders defensive unit.
Well, at this moment, Walter Payton averaging 5 yards a carry, which is about what you'd expect from a running back of his caliber. The Bears, as you said, it's no secret. They hang their hat on the run game and a little bit of play-action offense there with Sid Luckman, Walter Payton, Gale Sayers pulling in the tail end there. This is a two-headed monster running back, and they're not afraid to use it.
Boy, on 2nd and 2, they would like a little play action here. Back to throw, pass complete, and has room to run. That's Emery Moorhead, first and more. An 11-yard pickup on his first grab, and that one nets a huge first down. The Bears, offensively, it doesn't matter. Runner pass, they move the chains with ease. Another 1st and 10.
Good play there by Chicago Bears. So Mike Ditka being out, it's good to see that their tight ends can still make plays. Moorhead there showing that he can get it done.
And the backup tight end Moorhead really has helped this Bears offense. He's a dual threat, both at run blocking and also pass catching. 1st and 10. Luckman faces another big play here. Back to throw on a quick drop and fires to a wide open Harlem Hill. 13 yards, and he enters the Raiders side of the field. Offensively, not missing Ditka. There's plenty of key pieces. That one for another huge 1st and 10.
Well, I said earlier, most receivers don't like to go across the middle. I guess Hill didn't get the memo there as he goes across the middle, makes the catch, and he takes that big hit, but he's rewarded with a first down.
George Atkinson, boy, he should be key. Was the MVP of the Dream Bowl 1. A huge hit there. And yet again, Phil, over the middle. Gale Sayers near a first down, but that one after a big-time hit after making the catch. The Chicago Bears not afraid to go right at the teeth of this defense. They're certainly showing all of their keys so far in the first quarter.
Yeah, the Bears are not afraid to use their running backs as receivers, whether it be Gale Sayers or
Walter Payton, that is. 2nd and 2, toss play to Gale Sayers, and that will not doing, but he was bent in the backfield, and that will end the first quarter. Raiders lead it. It's 3-0 in Lucas Oil. Very impressive initial drive. Luckman looking over the middle, picked off. Mike Haynes getting in front of that pass. Big pick there for the Oakland Raiders. Welcome back to Lucas Oil Stadium in beautiful Indianapolis, Indiana. The sun is set, and we are just beginning the second quarter. The Chicago Bears entering the Raiders side of the field. The problem has not been between the 20s. It has been inside the 20-yard line, facing a long 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Quick drop and is incomplete. Boy, dangerous throw there over the middle. Just an errant decision. And Luckman, that ball wasn't intercepted. Luckman, a key incomplete pass, and that will lead to a punting unit situation.
We know that Luckman wants to get the ball into the hands of Morris, but he was blanketed there with silver and black there. At least 3 Raiders ready there to break up the play, and he's lucky that all that ball was incomplete.
George Gulianix back to punt. He's played 6 seasons both as running back and punter of the Chicago Bears. He sends it inside the 15. A terrific punt, and also showing his powerful leg there. He led the entire Chicago Bears all time in punting average with a 44 net average. That is a terrific stat for an old-time punter. 1st down and 10 from inside the 15. Crowd is on its feet. Man in motion. Here's Allen, and he is taken down behind the line. Gary Fensick, a big-time loss. Crowd will be happy about that. That one a huge loss. Marcus Allen, nothing doing on that play.
Yeah, the Raiders definitely got to be careful now. After that big run for a loss, they are deep in their own territory. It'll be interesting to see their play calls from here. You don't want to be too aggressive because the turnover down here could just really be deadly.
Well, the Oakland Raiders going on the ground game, not having the same amount of success as the Chicago Bears. And what's the result? A 2nd and 15 with your own quarterback in your end zone. Back to throw after a call at the line. He's looking. Has time, heaves over the middle, and there's Todd Christensen, the big tight end for the Oakland Raiders, and he picks up almost a first down, but an 11-yard carry is the net result.
That's what makes Kent Stabler so special, that even as he stands in his own end zone, the lefty can fire a pass that puts him from behind the sticks to a very manageable 3rd and 4.
Boy, Ken Stabler, he can fling it, can he? A 3rd down and 4 from inside the 20. Hand off to Bo Jackson, who cuts to the right side but finds nothing but a wall of Chicago defenders. The man to bring him down is Richard Dent, but that not after a 1-yard loss. The Oakland Raiders on rush on the ground. Again, nothing doing.
Yeah, a rush for a loss for Bo Jackson is a rare sight indeed. We're not used to seeing many of those, but it was enough to keep the Raiders out from getting the first down, and now Shane Leckler's going to punt this ball away.
4th down and 5 punt. That is Shane Leckler, who is one of the most dominant punters. Sends it back to the 28-yard line. Stumbles. Here's Devin Hester, who fumbles the ball after a terrific return. And is taken down. That is Jim Otto, but another key turnover. Devin Hester, turnover number 2 for the Chicago Bears in the first half.
Hey, you want to talk about things you don't see very often. Devin Hester, after what would have been a good return here, stumbles a little bit and gets blasted and lets loose with the football, puts it on the turf there. The interesting thing about it is he has this ball covered up, but bam, the hit is still made and he coughs it up. Raiders football, great play for the Silver and Black special teams.
Yeah, when you see Devin Hester fumbling the ball, he was a very sure-handed returner for this team. 1st down and 10, and he is taken down behind the line with a statement. Dick Butkus with authority on a 5-yard loss. That one will send Marcus Allen back to the huddle, really wishing he had better blocking on that play.
Yeah, Dick Butkus, the gentleman that he is, just wanted to introduce himself to Marcus Allen and said, we're going to be hanging out a lot in this game.
Boy, the Raiders really would like a little less greetings on the defensive side. That is a 5-yard loss, -12. That has been the effort for the Raiders, and offensively in the receiving game, we've seen more success. Tim Brown for 12 yards, near a first down. The passing game has not been the issue. It's been -12 yards on the ground. Offensively through the air, more success with Tim Brown and the starting offense.
Yeah, Tim Brown, one of the most dominant wide receivers in Raiders history here, trying to lead his team to back-to-back Dream Bowl victories with his first catch there of the game.
Boy, Allen has a lane and is in the clear, but that is not after an 11-yard carry that he is taken down. That one a huge carry, and Marcus Allen, first-round pick from USC, has a first-round type of run. Cut back over the middle, that one big for a Raider first down.
And that shows what makes that former Trojan so special, his ability to cut back against the grain and find openings there. He leads guys that might still be looking for him, even though the play's over.
He was one of only 4 guys to win the Heisman and the Super Bowl MVP. A very dominant receiver, or running back, excuse me. But the receiver for the Oakland Raiders, not the same success. An incomplete pass, no feet in bounds, leads to a 2nd and 10.
These out routes to the flat are always difficult to complete because there's plenty of room underneath for a guy to pick it off. It looks like Cliff Branch does indeed haul this pass in, but he ran out of real estate there, out of bounds for Oakland Raiders.
2nd down and 10. They go out with 3 receivers. As for the Bears, it's a nickel package. Back to throw on a 7-step drop. Has no time to throw. Doug Atkins to bring him down in a huge 8-yard sack. Ken Stabler has to go back to the huddle after a huge loss, facing a very difficult 3rd and 18 upcoming.
This looks like mirror images of the last drive. The Raiders start to get something going as Chicago sacks Ken Stabler. Aside from fumbling the ball on the last drive, looks like things are going the same way, and now they're faced with a 3rd and long.
Yeah, on the past 2 sacks, it's been huge losses. 3rd and 18, back to throw, almost hit again, takes it to the 24-yard line. An 11-yard completion. Stabler throwing as he gets hit yet again, but he's able to fire for a big pickup. That one a huge 3rd down.
Fred Biletnikoff there making the catch, which is going to make this upcoming field goal a lot easier for Sebastian Janikowski.
A big leg, but you would like to have more field position. They get it there. 41-yard try from the left hash. LaMonica with the hold, snap ball down, has the distance, and is good for 3. That one to make it a 6-point contest. Raiders lead it 6-0 with 2:17 remaining.